Okay, last piece here. Let's make the width correct. So the header is 80% of the page. If we make this section be 80% of the page instead of 800 pixels, it's going to push the article down because it doesn't have enough space to hold them, because the A side and the article are being measured in pixels while the section is being measured in percentage. And that's the same percentage as the footer, the nav, and the header. So let's go up to the article and the A side and let's adjust their widths to be in percentages. Okay, the A side and the article currently exist inside of a box. What's important to note is that the box has a width and then the page has a width. The article and the A side only care about the width of the box that they're contained inside of. They don't care about the width of the page because they can't even see the width of the page because they're stuck in this box. So they care about how wide the section is. They want to take up 100% of the section, not 100% of the page. And because they're contained inside the section, they can take up 100% of it. So if we set the width of the A side to, let's say, be 20%, and then we set the article to 60%, equaling 80% of the page, you'll see that there's a gap. Because they don't care about how wide the page is. They don't care that we aren't taking up 20% of the page. They care about the width of the section. And they're going to be 100% of the section. And since the section is 80% of the page, if we make them take up 100% of the section, that will be 80% of the page. So instead of being 20% here and 60% here, let's make this 80% being 100% together, and you'll see that they'll take up the width of the entire section. And that's how you can create a floating element. Now, here's the deal. I told you before that we created a section, which is great and can be utilized. However, in this case, we really should be using a main tag. So I'm going to change this to main, and I'm going to go down here to my coding of my CSS all the way at the bottom and change that to main as well. The reason I say that is because the article on the A side is what the user wants to see and is the most important, which is why it should be in a main tag. But I wanted to show you that you could use this with a section as well, or really any tag, so that way you could see that you could float with anything. All right, you've made your first floating layout. Now let's go try it on a new one.